Before you even jump into the comment section and ask me why are you not wearing a fur coat, well, I actually intended to wear this beautiful mink jacket while filming this video, but it is only -5 degrees Celsius outside, and it is a very sunny -5 degrees. There's a lot of windows in this property, so it is very, very warm, and I do not intend to sweat as I film this video for you. I feel like in fashion nowadays, everyone's talking about investment pieces. You are told to go and buy a trench coat, a high quality cashmere sweater, the perfectly tailored blazer, but there is one piece that almost never gets mentioned, and it is the definition of investment and slow fashion, and that is the ultimate fur coat. It is the original, the most enduring, and maybe the most luxurious investment of all time. It is an item that is so powerful that it's been a symbol of status and survival for literally thousands of years. Before we talk about the different types of fur, we have to address the history of fur. Because in the past, fur is not just clothing, it is actually capital. To really understand the value of fur, you have to erase the 20th century caricature. This isn't Hollywood glamour or the mob wife aesthetic, although it is very much part of the story. The history of fur is woven into the history of human civilization, power, and economics. For thousands of years, it was so much more than clothing. It was actually a tangible asset. Long before we had currency as we know it today, fur was actually the medium of exchange. The North American fur trade was a massive economic engine built on beaver pelts, which were so valuable that they literally shaped colonial expansion and fortunes. But it goes even more further than that. In ancient societies, wearing certain furs was a right reserved for the powerful. In ancient Egypt, priests and royalty wore leopard and lion furs, not just for warmth, but as a direct symbol of their divine status. Across medieval Europe, this actually became the law. There were laws literally being passed down at which social class had the right to wear which type of fur. Ermine, with its pure white pelt and black tipped tail, was exclusively for kings and queens, and the highest clergy, symbolizing a purity and authority off limits to everyone else. Sable, mink, and chinchilla were for the aristocrats. So your fur coat did not only tell the world how much money you have, but also your exact place in the social order. These are not garments that you just wear and you toss tomorrow. These are garments that you pass down, and they were actually listed in the wills alongside property and jewelry. It's a store of value that was both practical and prestigious. So back in the days when you were wearing a fur coat, you were also wearing your family's legacy. This deep-rooted history is why we consider fur as an investment today. And yes, I know the word investment gets thrown out a lot in the fashion world, but majority of these things are not investments. They are simply a trend, and once that trend is over, it is worth pretty much nothing. And like everything else in fashion, fur was not made just for beauty. It was actually made for necessity, for warmth, for survival. And it's built to last. It's built to live with you and endure the harsh climates. That historical context of fur as a durable, tangible asset is the foundation of its timeless claim. It's not just an old coat or your grandmother's fur coat. It is actually history. Before we even talk about different types of furs, their warmth, and price points, there is a very important rule that we have to address, and that is the most beautiful fur coat is the one that you will actually wear. It is not the one you store away or you wear it only for a special occasion. It is not the fur coat that's sitting in your closet, untouched and being left there alone. No, a fur coat is not meant to be admired from far away. It is meant to be worn, celebrated, and loved. So when you are choosing your fur coat, the first question that should not come to your head is this fur coat rare? Or is this fur coat impressive? No. The question that you should be asking yourself is, how does this fur coat fit into my real life, my lifestyle, what I do every day? That should be your question. There are factors that you have to consider when you're getting a fur coat. Are you someone who walks outside a lot? Are you someone who maybe lives in a very harsh winter climate like the one here in Canada? If you have more of a minimalist style, then your fur should become the statement. If you're someone who dressed more maximalist, your fur needs to complement your outfits, not compete with it. A fur coat can be so stunning on its own, but could be a very wrong choice for you. A more simple outfit that you can wear constantly is always far more powerful than a very stunning fur coat that's just sitting in your closet. So choosing a fur coat is not only about its material and warmth, but also about personality. Each fur type has its own unique character, its own warmth level, and also they all make different statements. The first fur type that we're going to talk about is right here with me, which is mink. Mink fur is known as the versatile classic. It is known for its durability, lightweight, and sleek profile. I don't know if it's obvious with this camera and lighting, but it's known for its lustrous sheenness. Its dense underfur provides excellent warmth without bulk, making it perfect for an elegant, all-purpose coat that transitions from day to night. What mink fur really projects is this timeless, refined style. Next type of fur is fox. Fox is known for all things glamour and drama. With its long, fluffy guard hairs, it's exceptionally warm and has a bald, voluminous look to it. Fox fur is a statement piece and it's perfect for turning heads even in very harsh climates. Next fur is chinchilla. Now, chinchilla is the definition of softness. If you have not felt chinchilla before, you have to go feel it because it feels like marshmallows. Is that even a good description? But really, when I touch it, I feel like I'm touching airy marshmallows, almost like feeling the clouds. You know, when you look at a cloud from an airplane and you think of marshmallows and how soft it would be, like that's chinchilla. Anyways, but what chinchilla really has is this highest hair density of almost any animal. It makes it incredibly plush and warm, yet surprisingly lightweight. However, it's important to note that it is very, very delicate and requires careful handling. The personality is pure luxury and it's often reserved for very special occasions. Now, as of today, as the fur goddess, I do not own a chinchilla coat. Maybe in the future, I'll manifest one for the future. I do see myself getting a beautiful chinchilla stole for a special evening, or maybe a full chinchilla coat. And I'm the kind of person who would wear it on a casual day, but it is very special. Anyways, moving on. Then we have Sable, which is considered the pinnacle of the fur world. It is exceptionally soft, lightweight, and warm, with a unique silky texture and a beautiful sheen. Historically, sable fur was only reserved for royalty, and it remains to be one of the most prized and expensive fur coats out there. Sable fur really represents the height of status and elegance. I do have to note though, sable fur is not something that's very popular or common in North America. I think out of all the fur shops I have been to, I have only seen sable fur a few times, not a lot. But it is very, very popular in Europe, especially in Slavic countries. I always see these Russian fur queens wearing sable fur coats with a sable fur hat, and it's just out of this world beauty. So yes, sable fur is truly the pinnacle of the fur world. The next fur type is Canadian lynx. Now, I personally own a very amazing Canadian lynx coat that you need to go and check out because I recently made a YouTube video showcasing my entire fur collection. It is so stunning. You gotta check it out. So, Canadian lynx fur is prized for its wild, exotic look and exceptional warmth. I'm gonna put a lot of emphasis here, but it is extremely warm. Its long, silky, and incredibly dense fur has a creamy, grayish white base with distinctive dark spots. It offers superior insulation, making it both a dramatic statement and a practical shield against the cold. The personality of Canadian lynx is untamed luxury. You wear that in public and everyone's going to check you out because it is a very, Very beautiful coat. Actually, the fur coat that I showed in my video, it's a fur coat that I wear and my partner wears as well. It's very unisex and I love it. A lot of people have this wrong assumption that if the fur coat has a wild, exotic look to it, it's usually only for women, but I like to argue it is very much unisex. The Canadian lynx coat that I have showcased in my fur collection actually first belonged to my partner, and now we both kind of share it. Every time he wears it, he's getting a lot and a lot of compliments. When I wear it, I get compliments too, but not like him. Not like him. Anyways, moving on. The next fur type is very similar to Canadian lynx, but has a bit more of that exotic look, if you will, and that is bobcat. Bobcat has this dense fur with buff to brown tones and more varied markings. While the belly fur is prized for being white, soft, and lightweight, the back is actually richer and has more texture appearance. Bobcat is really popular in North America, and it really makes this statement of confidence and assertiveness. I personally love bobcat. If there is one fur type that when I wear I feel my most assertive, it is bobcat. The next fur type is something that is very special to me, and I really do wish more and more Canadians are aware of the beauty and sustainability of this fur, and that is no other than seal fur. Seal fur is uniquely practical and durable. It is naturally water resistant, windproof, and incredibly warm, making it ideal for harsh winters. The style of seal fur is connected to place and tradition, and especially here in Canada because it is our culture. I recently wore my red seal jacket skiing, and I have to tell you, I was hot. I was way too hot. Not just aesthetically, but literally, physically, I was way too hot. And I'm telling you, skiing in Mont Tremblant, which is one of the coldest places to ski, like it gets to -30, -40. So if you're not well dressed, you will not want to ski. But if you're wearing seal fur, that is not a problem. So I definitely highly recommend wearing seal fur. Hey, for goddess, how are you skiing in your fur jacket? What happens if you fall and you tear your fur apart? Well, yes, that is a very smart question to ask, but the fur jacket that I'm wearing is not a full length jacket. It's actually kind of cropped, and so your hips are more exposed. If you were to fall, it lowers the chances of you landing on the fur coat, like you're gonna land on your ski pants. And also, I have to mention, I'm a bit of a good skier too. I don't fall. Okay, now that I said that, I'm probably gonna fall the next time I ski. But no, seriously, like, I'm a good skier. And I feel like if you are confident skiing and you ski often, definitely go for seal fur. Don't wear your seal fur if you've never been skiing. That's kind of common sense. But for me personally, like, I ski often, so that's not really my concern. The next fur type is rabbit fur, which is an accessible fur entry point. It's very soft and lightweight. It offers good warmth at a more affordable price. While I do have to mention it is not as durable as other fur types, it does make for a great fur jacket. Last but not least, coyote fur. Coyote fur is functional, it is heritage-driven outwear choice. It is naturally dense with long guard hair and soft underfur. It offers exceptional warmth and wind resistance, especially around hoods and collars where it helps reduce frost buildup in extreme cold. Coyote fur is not a delicate fur, which is why it's very popular in Canadian winters and a very strong choice for a fur coat that's meant to be worn. It's not meant to be stored. It's not meant to be for special occasions. It's a very solid choice for those who are looking for warmth in the winter. When you're looking at a fur coat or any serious garment to buy, do not ask, is this expensive? No. You should ask, will it serve me for the next years of my life? Is this something I can pass down? These are the questions that you should be asking yourself. The biggest mistake people make when they're buying a fur coat is they're treating it as this museum piece that they never want to wear and they want to store it and they look at it and they just don't wear it. Why? It is meant to be worn. It's meant to be loved. It's meant to be cherished. So if you have that fur coat, please do make sure you wear it. If you're looking to buy a new fur coat, make sure you're going to get the most wears out of it. To summarize this video, the world of fur is very rich. It is rich with deep history and a powerful presence in fashion. It touches on tradition, personal style, and the very definition of luxury and slow fashion. And because fur is such a personal choice, I want to hear it from you. If you are already a fur lover, what was your first fur coat and why did you choose that one in particular? Or if you're a new fur lover, what's the first fur coat you would like to get? I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you subscribe for more content like this. Until then, I will see you in my next fur video. Ciao!